All right. Let's see. I got about 40 minutes before I check out of the hotel. See what I can get done here. So let's see. That's what I left off with. So I got the boundaries, and we can walk around everywhere. So the next thing here is to get rid of all the trails we were leaving. So let's do that. Press Q. So I've got some of it here in the update player position. We're going to keep track of our old, and we're just going to replace that. At the moment, I'm thinking he can only walk on the floor, so I don't think there's any other tile that would be underneath that. Of course, we can always refactor later. It's usually how this stuff goes. So if we go up, OPY equals PY, PY minus minus, and then we need to update. We need to write back to the old position. So let's see, screen, whoops, screen. Okay, what would that be? PY times what? PX? No, screen width. PY times screen width plus PX equals. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. It may have changes in the future if there's some other kind of stuff in here, but yeah, because if there was like stairway exits, something like that, you wouldn't be overriding that anyway. We'll handle that when we get there. Okay, so that equals what? A space, right? I don't have a constant for that, do I? I thought I had like no, that was, okay, never mind. Yeah, it's good. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and do right. It's basically the same stuff, just reversed. Let's see here. Blah, blah, copy that. Be careful copying and pasting. Because you almost always have to change something, and sometimes you forget. It's real easy to forget what to change. Okay, so on this one, it's not old PY, it's going to be PY times screen width plus old PX. I think that's right. Let's go ahead and test this. Okay, why is it doing that? Shouldn't be junker. What do I have a junker open? Oh man. Well, shoot. Okay, I didn't make any changes. So that doesn't exist. So let's go ahead and do it in caverns. Save that. Place it. I don't want to replace it with junker. No. Okay, never mind. Cancel that. Let's go ahead and close this. No, I don't want to save it. There's my Copilot thing. Man, I really thought I opened up caverns because we did rename that, or I did. Okay, let's go back to what the heck we were doing here. Okay, same stuff here. At least we know what to do now. Screen PY times screen width plus PX equals space. Okay. Actually, this is the same as the other one. It's the exact same thing. Copy that. Because we're just saving the PY. So it doesn't matter if we're going up or down. Calculation's still the same too. We could actually put these in a switch and then share it. Well, couldn't share it, but you could almost share this. Okay, no. One day I will, but not right now. What did I do? Oh, the stupid screen popped up. That's why it never did it. Okay, and then this one is the same. Copy that. Okay, let's test this. Oh, what do I got going on here? All right, got that going. Let's take a look. Yay. Check all directions. Okay. Might need like a super speed button. Okay. All right. So that one's done. What else? What else can we do? We need to do I need to do the actual terrain on the screen. So I'm going to do like Copilot did in its Rogue. I need to go through, I'm going to make a video. I'll probably do the code review on the Copilot Rogue. But I think I will do a random walk generator. Okay, so instead of initialize world, we're going to actually, this will draw the border. Okay, we need to keep that in there, actually. So let's just do draw border. Let's do a little refactoring. Everything's void. Let's see. Draw border. Let's go ahead and put this in there. Border walls. I think we already know that. Initialize world. We're going to have more functions, so let's go ahead and use this wrapper. Um, draw border. Okay. Let's go ahead and say, wow, what was that? Control S. I don't know if you guys heard that. Okay. Let's go ahead and compile. Make sure we didn't break anything here. Okay. There. Okay. So let's go ahead and initialize queue. Where's initial? Where are we at? Initialize world, draw border. Okay, we drew the border. Now we need to draw world. It actually should be draw world. I need to rename that other one. Let's go ahead and name that one this. We're going to call this one so I don't know if she's knocking on my door or not. Hold on. Yep, it was on my door. Okay, we still got 30 minutes. Okay, what was I doing? Right screen buffer to console. What's a good name for that? This is the same idea you do with a double buffer when you're doing graphics programming. You're actually writing to an off-screen piece of memory, and then you're going to go and blast it onto the into the video memory. It's essentially what we're doing. Right screen to console, maybe. Okay, we'll just call it that. Copy that. Put it down here. I think that's better because draw world really needs to be up here. So we're drawing the border. Okay, we're going to do a random walk here. So we're going to start. Player starts at 1-1. Okay. We're going to end up doing random directions too. I hope I can get this right. Let's see. So call this Y. Whoops. So Y equals 1. Because 0 is going to be the border. Y is less than screen width. I mean screen height. So screen height. Where do we initialize that at? Okay, 30. We're doing 30 here, so we don't have to worry about those two buffer lines. We're doing 30, so less than 30. Okay, we're gonna have to experiment here. So screen height -1. Let's do screen height for now and see what happens. Y++. Okay, then we're gonna do our columns. X. So on this, we know 1-1 is gonna be the player's starting position. You know what? We can always drop the player on 1-1 afterwards. So let's just start. We know it's going to be 1. Let's start with 1 here too. Because 0 is going to be the wall. So let's just do 1. We can drop the player on last. Screen width. X plus, whoops, plus. Okay, so we're gonna need directions to know where to go. Let's see. So we're gonna need a coordinate. Let's do this. Yeah, integer. Let's just call this ty for temp y. Temp y. X. Okay. And then let's do. Actually, we just need to fill this for now. Let's not do random walk yet. Fill with walls. Okay. Let's just do that. We don't even need that right now. Trying to think of an optimization where we can do both of these at the same time, but no. All right, let's just do this. It's simpler. Okay, screen. Let's see, y times screen width. Whoops. Y times screen width plus x. Okay. And then that should do it all the way across. All right, let's see if we override everything. So we initialize our border, and then we draw world. Check that out. Well, unfortunately, we picked the same character as the walls, so we don't know if we're writing over them or not. Well, the good news is, oh look, we're carving out passages because we're just replacing it with the floor. Woohoo! That's where that would bite you if it mattered. Okay, so we got that. Let's change the border character. Okay, we don't need tile options anymore. Well, I guess we could. Spaces floor. We're gonna make the border. What's a good one? H, maybe H. Let's try H. H, crazy H. Do that. Let's go across there. So now we have H. Okay, we are overriding on the right and below. So you need to do that. So we need to just subtract 1 at least. Let's do that. Where is it? Okay, columns, listen, screen width minus 1. Minus 1. And then we'll go with screen height minus 1. All right. Tab over. Remember, in your console, you can just press the up arrow in your cursor keys to recall your last command. Okay, we did that. Over to that. Okay, did we get it? Yay, we got it. Okay, so it looks like that's good. So we are filling that in. Okay. Okay, now we can start carving this out. I do not like having the 8 there, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Maybe dashes. Really bugging me, actually. Um, so now we can actually leave that there, and then we're going to carve it out with the random walk. Okay, so let's do this. What's a good one? The pipe, maybe. Except for on bottom, huh? Um, let's do carrots. Whoops. Do that. Yeah, it's not good because the carrot is drawn way up on the matrix, the character matrix. So that's not good. Let's do a different one, a solid color thingy. I probably just need to do an extended ASCII character, like a block or something. But we'll do that later. Let's do not stars. I guess it's all right, huh? Yeah, it's fine. It's just the way it sits, because there's more characters wide than it is high. So there we go. Okay, that's fine. We'll do that. Oh, okay, here we go. How much time do we got? 10:30. I gotta be out of the hotel at 11. It's 10:31. Do we have time for the random walker? Let's see if we can do it. Draw world, so draw world, draw board, draw world. Okay, we filled it. So let's start our walker at, well, we already have a temp y temp x. Let's put this down here. This is called locality. So you put your variables close to where you're going to use them. All right, let's do, we're going to do another for loop. All these n squared algorithms, huh? Okay, let's do int y again. Let's do 1. Well, actually, well, yeah, we got to do 1, don't we? Here we go, that same conversation again. String height. 1 is 1. X plus plus. Okay. Okay, so wherever we're at, if so we're going to be moving around. Now we can go in random directions. So it's possible we could go like on 5, 5, take out a wall, and then go up. Hmm. I never did this before. I want to try it before I look at Copilot code because I do like how it made a cavern, but I want to see if I can do it myself. The curse of being a programmer. You want to do it yourself. Um, okay, so I need 4 directions. Oh, let's see. Direction equals rand mod 4. I think that's right. So 1, 2, 3, or 4. Let's do a switch direction. I hope I'm doing this right. I haven't done C or C++ in years. Oh, so let's do a, what would it be, 1? Does the colon go there, or pretty sure it goes after, right? Yeah. Let's go ahead and scope it. Oh man, tired. I need coffee now. Okay, let's say 1 is up. So we need to check it if py plus that's 1. So we're at 1, 1. Okay, how am I gonna do this? Actually, before we do this, before we pick the direction, we need to set what's underneath it. So if py. Okay, so the player's there. That's where the player's going to be. Well, we already decided that we're just going to drop the player on there anyway, so it doesn't matter. So carve it. That's where the player is anyway, so let's just carve it. Do I need the temp? Crap. Screen y times plus x equals blank. So let's just say remove wall. Whoops. And then pick a direction. That's what that is. Direction. Forget this. That's too many curlies. Blah blah blah. If direction equals 1, and y is greater than 1. Well, we can't go into 0. That's the whole thing. can't go to 0, but we can stay on 1. So we can't go up if we're on 1. Okay, so that's correct. Then we can go ahead and do it. Um, I'm messing this up. What exactly am I doing here? So we need to hold on. We can't use 2 for loops on this. We need to use a while one. I gotta go. It's 10:40. I think we need a while. There. Okay, remove walls. Let's do well, true. Go through the same thing. Remove wall there, blah blah. Pick direction. Okay, we got the direction. Now what? Let's do this. Let's do a count. True. Let's set that to 0. Well, let's just combine that. One, two, 3,000. Break. So we pick the new direction. Okay, true. Let's do we'll start these off at temp y equals 1 x. Oops, need to do that up here. 1 plus 1. Okay. Y times screen width plus temp x. I wonder if it's going to do 0 through 3 or 1 through 4. I think it's 1 less, so it's going to do 0 through 3. So 0 there. And temp y is greater than 1. And temp y minus. This is to the right. And temp X is less than screen width minus 2, I think. Because you want to go up to the wall only. Okay, that's great. Minus 2, I think. We'll try minus 1. Okay, and then X plus. Okay. Oh, I gotta go. See, that'd be right. I gotta go turn my keys in. Oh my god. Come on. Really? Copy that. This one here would be down. Actually, this is gonna be left. About right. This is where you start making mistakes on copy and paste when you're in a hurry. This is just gonna be greater than 1. Yeah. And left is gonna be 3. And that's just an else. Oh gosh. There. Come on. Alright, I gotta get. Damn. Right when it was getting interesting. Alright, I have time to throw this in real quick. Let's just write this. Direction equals 2 and temp y up, right, down. This is down. Temp y is less than screen height minus 1. Temp y plus. Okay. Yeah. Otherwise, well, we still want this if. We just don't want a regular else. Hold on. Oh my goodness. There. Get rid of that. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. That should be it. Now it should run 1,000 times. Oh my god, I gotta go. Okay, let's go to compile for all we got. Let's do it. Well, it carved out a little bit. That was only 1,000 times. That's way too much here. Okay, well, we got something going. I gotta go. Thanks. If you like it, share, like, subscribe. Tell someone else about it. And I'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys, for showing up.